Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. PNL Patreon family birthday shout out to a sweet daughter and an even sweeter granddaughter. Her name is Avery. Princess Avery, you're celebrating your 6th birthday today. Mom, Dad and Grandma, they're asking us to wish you a happy birthday today. They're saying that you're a loving, caring and kind princess. Let's hope that today you're going to be having a wonderful birthday and may you live to see a whole heap more. In today's journey, we are in the second city of Montego Bay. We are starting the journey at Jimmy Cliff Boulevard. It's popularly known as Bottom Road, but it's formerly known as Gloucester Avenue. This is the hip strip of Montego Bay. We are going to be driving through the town of Montego Bay. So sit back, relax and enjoy the view. Now, in this first incident, Uncle Sam sent for Sereika. Uncle Sam wants Sarika for the role she played in scamming some of its citizens. So, early yesterday morning, Thursday, July 6, about 4:30, a team of Jamaican police officers along with some US law enforcement officers, armed with an extradition warrant, they went to 4 Terry Close, Paradise Acres in the Norwood Meadows area of Montego Bay. Their target was at home at the time. Her name is Sereika Rosaura Goodison. She was born on October 17, 1986. She's a customer service representative and she's wanted in the United States of America for mail fraud, wire fraud, and other lottery scamming charges. She was taken into custody. We are told that the police, they also seized a Samsung tablet and a HP laptop for further analysis. So Sarika, she'll be brought before the courts where she can challenge the extradition and the case would be heard by a judge. And based on what I have seen before, if Sarika challenged this, she's gonna lose. Now, if she don't challenge the warrant, she'll be off to the United States very quickly. The money nice for now. The expensive lifestyle nice for now. But can you imagine the amount of if me did know Sarika is saying right now? Boy, may I tell you. Now, in this next story, last week, Tuesday, June 27, about 10 o'clock, a 45-year-old plumber living in the 3 East area of Greater Portmore, he parked and securely locked up his grey 2016 Subaru motorcar at his home and went to bed. When he woke up about 6 o'clock the next morning, he realized that the car, it was missing. Apparently, somebody stole it. As a result, a report was made to the police. The Portmore police, they commenced investigations. We are learning that over the weekend, the Portmore police, they received certain intelligence. As a result, they carried out an operation at Ruff and Tuff trucking on James Avenue in the Kingston 11 area. We are told that a guy, he was found with the same stolen motorcar. It was partially scrapped. That guy, he was taken into police custody and he has since been charged by the police. His name is Damion Leon. He is 45 years old and he's said to be a mechanic and a taxi operator. He's living in the Cumberland area of Gregory Park. He was charged for 1. larceny of a motor vehicle and 2. receiving stolen property. So Damion, he'll be going to the courts shortly to face a judge. And talking about Portmore, this has been happening a lot in the Portmore area. This latest incident took place Tuesday night, July 4, about 7:30. It took place at the La Grande Barra Bet and Gaming Lounge on Newland Road in the Portmore area. A bartender in her mid-30s. She was in the gaming lounge when 4 hoodlums, armed with guns, entered. They demanded cash from the bartender. They then proceeded to destroy 7 gaming boxes and stole all the cash that were in them. The hoodlums, they stole liquor and the bartender's handbag with all her documents and some cash. They then made good their escape in a waiting station wagon motor car. Just like that. In this next story, yesterday afternoon, Thursday, July 6, about some minutes to 4 o'clock, a team of police officers, they were on patrol in the Mexico area of Gregory Park. We are told that a group of guys, they were seen standing under a tree. On seeing the police, they ran off in different directions, making good their escape. The area was searched and bingo. The police, they found a quantity of ganja as also one transparent plastic bag with 3 Browning 9mm magazines, 1 Glock magazine, 16 5.56 cartridges and 10 9mm cartridges. Officers, although none of the guys were held. Job well done. In this next story, now let me make something clear. On this channel, we do not support certain lifestyle, but what you're not gonna hear us doing over here is me coming here to bash anyone because of their lifestyle. If I find out that they are bringing that lifestyle to kids, that's when me I go burn them. This incident that I'm gonna be telling you about, it's because of the person's lifestyle. Are you following me? This one have jealousy or passion written all over it. Yesterday morning, Thursday, July 6, about 10:30, residents of Mount Rose Crescent in the Coral Gardens area of Montego Bay, they heard a man bawling out for help. When they made checks, the house was securely locked up, but someone was inside the house still bawling out for help. The residents, they called the police, and when the police arrived on the scene, they forcibly entered the house. Inside the house, the police saw a young man. We are told that he's called Geo. He's in his mid-30s. Geo was in a pool of blood and his hands were tied with a tie strap behind his back. He had received a gunshot wound to his chest. The hoodlum had tied up Geo, shot him, locked him up in the house, left with the keys and left him for dead. We are also told that all the valuables in Geo's apartment were still there. The only thing that the person who shot Geo left with was Geo's cell phone. Geo, he was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. Geo, he knew who his attacker is, but the big question is, will he tell the police the truth about what is happening? Or are there things on his cellular phone that he's afraid will leak if him tell the police the truth? Only time will tell. But this one is not a random act. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all, so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be the first to be notified. Now, in the final story for today, and in this story, it would appear as if there is no end in sight for this ongoing mayhem, and lottery scamming money is the root cause of it. This ongoing conflict involves 2 families. One of them, their surname is Wright, Wright, and the other one, their surnames are Barnes, Barnes. There are also other persons with different surnames who are aligned to each family. The gun shooting started in last year, April, when on an early Sunday morning, a guy named Mickey, his surname is Wright, he's in his early 30s. He was attacked and shot in the Chester Castle community of Hanover. He was seriously injured, but he survived. It was being said at the time that 3 guys known as Beng, Shanstorm and Ninja, they were involved in that shooting. It was also said that these 3 guys, they were aligned to the Barnes family. About 3 weeks after the attack on Mickey, there was a reprisal attack. On a Saturday night in mid-May 2022, a guy named Nelroy Brown, but he was popularly known as Zeeks. He was 35 years old at the time and he lived at Chester Castle. He was shot and killed along the Chester Castle main road by hoodlums who were traveling in a Toyota Axio. It was said that hoodlums were targeting Ninja, who was suspected to be involved in the shooting of Mickey. It is also said that Zeeks, he was aligned to the Barnes faction. Word on the street at the time was that the Toyota Axio that was involved in the shooting of Zeeks, it was being driven by one of the Wright brothers. I've been trying to get photographs, but so far I have been unable to do so. One of the brothers in the Barnes faction, his name is Dwayne Barnes. He's popularly known as Biggs or Bigger. Biggs celebrated his 43rd birthday on March 15 earlier this year. He lived at Shuttlewood in the Ramble area of Hanover. It is said that Bigger, he was feisty and him not take talk because according to him stinking rich. We are told that recently on 2 different occasions, some police officers stopped him and were issuing him traffic tickets. We are told that Biggs, him send the police them up under them mother, them father, them granny, you name it. It is said that no ends a bad word, not left for Biggs tell the police them. On the 2 occasions, he was arrested and charged by the police. Yesterday, Thursday, July 6, about 12 midday, Dwayne Barnes, also known as Biggs, he was in a white 2016 Nissan AD wagon motor car. It was being driven by his friend Patrick. They were traveling along the burnt ground main road in the parish of Hanover. The reports we are getting is that Biggs, he was coming from court at the Ramble police station. Remember that he was charged recently by the police. The matter was put off until Thursday, September 7. Biggs' enemies, they knew that he had gone to court, so they were waiting on him. They lay in ambush in bushes right in the vicinity of what should have been the Royal Rest burial ground. For persons who know that area, there is a lot of potholes, so you are forced to slow down. Patrick, he slowed down, and 2 hoodlums who were waiting in ambush, they opened gunfire at the car, hitting both Biggs and Patrick. They received gunshot wounds to their upper body. The police were called, and the same police who Biggs always a style up, they rushed with Biggs and Patrick to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where Biggs, he was pronounced D3AD on arrival, and Patrick, he was admitted in a serious condition. Word on the street is that this attack was carried out by the Wright faction. Well, last night, Thursday, July 6, about some minutes after 11 o'clock, one of the Wright brothers, his name is Chadrick Wright, he celebrated his 19th birthday on February 23 earlier this year. He lived at Bottomland in the Chester Castle area. Chadrick, he was at a bar in the area with a group of other persons. Another man in the bar, he's known as Sparta. He's said to be in his late 20s. We are told that while they were in the bar, 2 motor cars drove up and stopped. 2 hoodlums, armed with rifles, they jumped out of the cars and opened gunfire at Chadrick, hitting him all over his body. Sparta, he also received gunshot wounds to the left side of his abdomen. The hoodlums, they then jumped back into the car, making good their escape. From all indication, Chadrick, he died on the spot. Sparta, he was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was admitted in a serious condition. The police, they were notified, and when they processed this crime scene, 19 5.56 spent shells were recovered from the scene. Remember now, 5.56 are used in M16 and AR-15 rifles. You see? A lot of persons, they do not like when I ask this question. But you see, I am facing reality. The question is, do you think that is the end of it? Well, as much as I would hope so, my answer to that question is no. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the